Anthony Joshua will eat Joseph Parker. A very good big guy will always beat a good little guy.
I think Joshua stops Parker in 6 rounds. I don't think Parker is physically strong enough or mentally prepared. He might cause Joshua a few problems because he's got quick hands, but I see Joshua stopping him. You know what I mean?
I see probably a 70-30 split to AJ for me. I don't know if it's going to end in knockout or anything like that, but I definitely see AJ winning that one.
I think Anthony Joshua knocks Joseph Parker out. He's too big and too strong. I don't think Parker's quick, but I don't think he has enough to keep Joshua off of him, and Joshua's punch is special.
I think Joshua's going to stop him. I think it'd be too much. It's too big, too powerful for him. As long as he keeps his fitness, he'll do the job.
You know, that's just a cash in. That's just a money grab. I don't give Parker no shot.
No shot at all?
Yeah. Slim and none.
It's a great fight for the simple fact that Joseph Parker has very good movement. Do you know what I mean? And he throws punches in bunches. We'd have to say that he's a little bit more faster than Anthony Joshua. But Anthony Joshua has the better punching power. Anthony Joshua's punching power isn't like one punch knockout concussive power. It's not a Deontay Wilder power. It's a stinging, hurtful, like if you've got a computer game and you got your energy gauge and then Joshua hits you and then it goes down, then it goes down, then it goes down, then you get knocked out. That's the power that he possesses. But Joseph Parker is a clever guy. He's a clever fighter. He's got a good camp around him. He's got good people who know boxing. As much as when we're saying, well, Joseph Parker didn't look that good, you have to give a lot of credit to the style of Hughie Fury, that Hughie Fury made him not look that good. Do you understand? So Hughie Fury is actually better than how he looked on TV or on YouTube the fight was on, and Joseph Parker is actually better because Joseph Parker impressed me when he beat Takam. He did a better job on Takam than what Anthony Joshua did. And Takam was more fresh then. Takam had notice for the fight then, was it 2-week notice or whatever. He had a proper fight camp to go and fly to New Zealand and fight Joseph Parker. And Joseph Parker put in a very, very good display against him. So this is what makes the fight interesting.
So can Parker beat him? Yes, he can. Parker's as tough as a brick, game as a pebble, young and ambitious, and has got nothing to lose. And nothing, really, no expectations on him. Nobody expects Parker to beat Joshua. It's all about the weightlifter. Let's go in there and blast a few out. Boosh, bash, bash. It's all about him. So there's no expectations on young Joseph. He's just a man coming for a paycheck, isn't he? So he can't lose. It's a no-lose situation. Because if he loses to Joshua, all right, he was supposed to lose. But if he wins, he becomes a legendary in the game. Parker can beat Joshua and can knock him out. Joshua's chin is dodgy. We know this for a fact.
And he's actually a much better fighter than people give him credit for.
Can he beat Anthony Joshua?
No, not at this point.
I wish Parker all the best, but I think Parker is definitely going to have to knock Joshua out to win that fight. You know, I give him. You know, I can see that fight. Like I said before, I see that fight going late rounds. Whatever happened, I feel like it's going to happen in the later rounds. And I definitely give Parker definitely a chance.
I think it's going to be a great fight. I don't think it's going to. I don't think it's going to end early. I think Parker's, a very strong, durable guy, and I think he'll be tricky for Joshua, and it might take him to the later rounds to take him out there.
He looks strong, but Joseph Parker, you can't say nothing because in the heavyweights anything could happen. It only takes one hit and it changes the whole fight. So best man wins.
Parker say he can take punch. We never saw him down, and he got some good speed, good skills. And Joshua is strong, but we saw we saw him take some punch against Klitschko, and he had some difficulty against the French. But Joshua is still, for me, the number one in the heavyweight division.
Everybody's got a shot, especially again in the heavyweight division. So I
I haven't seen a lot of Parker, but I like Parker. He's athletic. He's big. He seems strong. I think the biggest thing for him is, just the moment not being too big for him. If the moment is not too big, then he's got a shot. He's got a shot. It's almost like, I don't want to say things are even, but he's got a shot.
I think Joshua is a really good, exciting fighter, and he's real great marquee and everything, and he's very ballsy, but I don't think he has a good chin. I really think his chin is suspect. And I think that Parker, who may not be the greatest boxer in the world, but Parker has a chin like I. And I think he'll stay in there with Joshua, and he could knock Joshua out. I really believe it.
Anybody that thinks that Parker's going to beat AJ, I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that. I've said it all along from the first time. Because I remember everyone was talking about Parker, and then the first time I saw him box, really? He's not as great. He's not this beast that they're talking about him going to be. And then as he's gone on, he's a developing fighter, but Joseph Parker's not beating Anthony Joshua.
With Joshua being a young champion, he's had some things he's had to overcome, and he's done it. Parker so far hasn't been in a stressful situation like Joshua has, but he does have some attributes that you have to take most seriously. And if you have those two ingredients going, I rightfully can't pick a one. And now if you go to paper says Joshua should win.
Well, I'm just thinking there's more questions to be asked of Parker than there is of AJ. I think this is going to be AJ's second hardest fight of his career, without a doubt. I think there's a strong possibility he can be hit and hurt in this fight. I do think I don't think it's going to go the distance, but I do think it's going to be another learning fight.
That's more of a closer fight than anybody can think. I don't know who's counting Joseph Parker out. Faster hands. To me, he has way better footwork, and he's not as chinny as we've seen with AJ. AJ think muscles wins fight, and it's proven bad against him the last two fights where he's too muscle bound for being really 225 to 30 and blowing to 254. So it is what it is. The writing goes on the wall. I give it a 50-50 count. I'm leaning towards Joshua because of course AJ's in the background. He gets with a lot of BS over there, but I'm not counting Joseph Parker out, man. I wish Joseph Parker nothing but luck, and I hope he comes home with a W.
I think that's a great fight. I think two young, undefeated heavyweights, willing to put it all on the line, put all the belts on the line, and for me, that's one of the biggest, most meaningful heavyweight fight for a hell of a long time. The AJ Klitschko fight was big, but Klitschko was 41. How old's Parker? 26, 27. He's a young man, young, fresh man, no miles on the clock. He's had no operations. He's had no knockout defeats. He's had no layoffs. He's in his prime, and this is where we're going to see, who is the best young heavyweight out there at the moment.